Good morning, everyone. Once again, this is Black Forest coming to you with another market analysis video this morning. So this morning we're going to be looking at the USDJPY. But before we start to break down this Forex pair, we have to state that this video is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice, but we know why you guys are here. You guys are here to try to find good, cuttable Forex content that can help improve your ability as a trader and put a little bit of extra money in your pocket, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and break down this currency pair, all right? Now, before we get to talk about what's happening with the technical analysis, let's go into the fundamental analysis and what's happening with each currency. Real briefly, we'll start with the JPY. The JPY is starting to pick up some strength. We're starting to get some positive economic news for JPY. We got some good news that came out last night around 7:50 Eastern time. And we also got some so-so news on Tuesday. And on Monday, we got some pretty good news as well. So we got two good, one bad. So we got JPY kind of heading in the right direction towards it's actually becoming much stronger, which it has been over these past several trading weeks. Okay. Now discuss what's happening with the USD. We've been getting a lot of consistent positive news with the USD as of yesterday. Let's see, around what time was that? Yesterday around, okay, here we go. Between 8:15 and 8:30, we got a pretty good non-farmers employment report. GDP was better than what it was previously, but less than expected. So we're going in the right direction with the with the USD as well. So we're kind of in a crazy inverse predicament with these two currencies. When we were here going up to about right here, we were basically dealing with which currency is weaker than the other, which is now the JPY. Okay. Now, since we started out the week here, came up here, come down, now what we're dealing with is a situation of it's almost actually kind of funny, is that now we're not dealing with two currencies, that's which one is weaker. Now we're dealing with two strong currencies, so it's now about which one is actually stronger than the other. Okay. And at this present point, looks like JPY is somewhat stronger than the USD, but that does not mean that the USD is weak in itself. Because basically, like I stated, we're dealing with a situation where we're having two strong currency. We're having two currencies trying to have resurgence in strength from being two of the weaker currencies in previous trading weeks. So that's what's currently happening here. Okay. So we also got some news coming out around, let's see, what time is this news coming out? We got some news coming out around 8:30, initial jobless claims. Couple important things coming around 8:30 about the USD. So we're gonna have to see how this plays out going forward with the USD throughout the latter part of this trading week, going into the beginning of our next trading week. Okay, now we got that out the way. Let's discuss what's happening on the chart. So as we stated yesterday that we know price was going to come down to about this general area here, but we're expecting price to come here. Okay, this is the real target area that we're looking at. And once price get down to this area here, what we should do is see a decision on which way the chart is going to go. We could start to range out and continue in our long position, or we could start to range out from here and start to continually go back, continue deeper into our short position, going from retracement to price rollover. Okay. But for right now, we're going to still be heading towards the short position, going towards this general targeted area right here. Okay. So once again, what may happen is that we could range out from here before we get down to this area here, range out, go up. We could range out here before we get to this area here, range out and then go down, or we could just drop straight down. But we will get to this targeted area here. Look, it does look like we'll get there before the close of the trading week, but if not, we'll definitely get there sometime going into the next trading week. But this is going to be a major decision area from right here, because from right here, we're either going to range out and go up, or we're going to range out and continue to go down And if we end up continuing to go down, we're no longer looking at strong retracement. We're looking at total price turnover. Okay. And remember, as I said in previous videos, when they kept going up and up and up, caution buying at all-time highs. Okay. Same thing. You also want to caution selling at all-time lows. Because as I said previously, we have not been this high since 2016. Okay, that's almost like 6 years ago. Okay, so you always got to be wary of that. Okay, the retracement was coming in, so if you got then, if you made sales right here, you probably made some pretty good money. If you place some buys right here, 9 times out of 10, it hit your stop loss. Okay, so remember when you're trading, never buy at all-time highs or highs it hasn't been at in a very long time, and never buy at all-time lows or where charts have not been at in a very long time. Okay, but let's just go over it one more time. We're rejecting that this pair is going to drop down to this area here before we range to either go up toward continue towards the long position, or we range and continue to go towards the short position. Reason why is this area here, because this is actually enough time for each currency to establish what is going to be happening with it fundamentally with all the economic news coming out for each currency respective pair. Okay. Hope that information was helpful for you guys. Happy trading.